And they have a recording on. So I want you guys to start looking at, gathering the items that you'll need to consider for your trading plan. I want you to start thinking about the assets you may want to trade. Maybe you'll have a couple of indices, or maybe it'll be one indice because those are very volatile. Then maybe you'll have like a metal or oil, like gold or Brent crude oil. And then maybe you'll have, a couple of currency pairs. So just maybe 2 to 5 different assets that you are interested in trading or getting to know. And then we can go from there, because you can even Google. There's a lot of sites that you could Google to say, what are pairs that move a lot? And they call it volatility. So they have like volatility meters and things like that, because again, remember, in order for you to make money, the pair has to move. It needs to move. And so I want you guys to start looking at that in preparation of creating your trading plan and looking at the assets that you want to trade, because you will actually get to know after trading them for a while how that particular asset moves. Like I know, US 30, it moves crazy. It'll start in market structure and then it'll just whip out of control. So, people call it dirty 30. So just knowing what asset how the asset moves, you'll know what strategies work well with that asset, because some assets will work good with the trending strategy, some assets won't. So you just want to get to know, but the first part of it is picking, 2 to 5 assets that you want and mix them up, have some indices, have some metals or oil, have some currency pairs. So do that, and then just start, using the trial and error while you have this challenge to throw your questions out there. Okay. So I am actually going to try and trade a currency pair today. I'm gonna try and trade a currency pair today. Let me make sure I don't have any questions. Okay, I'm gonna trade a currency pair today because I want to look at the settings. So I'm just gonna tell you guys, I'm gonna share my screen and I'm gonna go through let me get this smaller. Let me change my screen. So I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna show you, kind of model for you things that I look at, when I am trying to determine a pair that I want to trade. All right. So I think I want to do, so remember I said it has to be a pair with USD on the end. So looking in TradingView, you can go to Forex pairs. I need to put this in here. Why is this not working? All right. So I'm gonna go to Forex and I want to pick a pair that has USD behind it, right? So I happen to know that and then for JPY, for the yen, it'll have USD in front of it. It just has to have USD as the base or the quote. One of USD needs to be in it because it's affected by the USD market. New York is USD market. So UJ or GP GU, Great Britain pound versus US dollar, I've heard that those are both good assets to trade. They have a lot of movement. So you can always just Google currency pairs with high volatility, right? And they'll give you a list of Forex pairs that have, high volatility. It's based on IG. And you can see they'll give you, these are all TastyFX is the OIG, but they'll tell you what is the most volatile pairs. You see, odd USD, and it doesn't matter which direction, if it loses or went or gains, but it's a 9.6, GU is 7.7. So you remember, you want one with USD on it. You want the movement. is what you want. It doesn't matter if it's buying or selling, you just want the movement. And so the South African rand, which is ZAR, it has a lot of volatility, but it is also a crazy pair to trade. So I wouldn't, start with something like that. I would maybe go with GU or AU, odd USD or GBP USD, something, one of those. I would go with something like that. Again, your choice, but that's what I would look at. They also have Forex volatility index. Let's see, right here. And it's at mataf.net. These will tell you also the pairs, like the pips, how many pips the movement is, the dollar value, and the percentage. And you can sort each column by that from low to high. Again, remember, you need the ones with USD in it. So UJ moves about 201 pips, and this is a daily movement. I'm sorry, you have to put in what average. That's the 10 weeks. So you can tell it, I want it to be daily. What it's going to give you, how many pips it moves in that. Verify myself. Okay. So I put in a week, and then it tells you it's going to tell you in a week. If you say 1 day, it's going to tell you in the day. I thought I could put day. Oh, I guess it's going down. No, it should do the daily. It goes all the way down to the daily, I thought. Oh no, it's stopping at a week. Okay. So yeah, you can look at percentage. I sorted by percentage and get it to the highest. So we see odd JPY in the last week, it moved 120 pips, dollar value here. So again, you want to find a pair. UJ seems to be the highest. So if that's something, we wanted to look at, I would look at trading, UJ. That's one of the ways that you can find the volatility for the purpose of this. You can see GU is pretty good and AU is pretty good. But as far as movement, the number of pips, what was it? UJ moved the most in pips, and that's what you're looking for. Because again, remember, we're doing a snatch and grab, so you want to go in there, grab some pips, and get out of there. So we see that in a week it moves about 150 pips. So that's what we would go in and USD JPY. So I'm gonna go in. It doesn't matter which one. I'm gonna put that on my chart, and I'm gonna look at movement. Of course, we're on the 30 seconds. Do everything that we would normally do. You would go in, look at your analysis, but really for the daily bread, we just want to look at snatch and grab, getting in there, getting in and getting out. Okay, so we want to pay attention to how it moves. We know that JPY is different in pippage than other assets, so we want to pay attention to that. And then we want to go into our daily bread and start setting that up. I know I have it here. Stop it, set it. Yeah, here it is. All right. So we want to go into here. And again, this is going to be a trial and error because I don't trade this on here. So I haven't back tested to see what is the average points that it goes. I don't really know. Now you could do the same thing there. You can Google and say, now that you know your pair, you can say, what is the, come on, typewriters behind me. What is the average true range of USD JPY? And it's going to tell you it's about 1.74, right? It's going to tell you in 14 days, it's about 1.74. It's going to tell you what the what the movement is. And so 1.74, just so you know, it's 174 pips, right? It's 174 pips, and that's in the 14 days. So I don't need 14 days. I need during New York opening, right? So you just Google it and it's gonna tell you. It'll let you know what is it move. And there is an indicator, but most of the indicators are gonna give you, it's gonna give you the low based on the daily. So the low and the high, that's what it's gonna give you the range for the day. So you can take that out and, divide it by, 24 hours. Again, but it's not going to tell you the time during, what am I trying to say? It's not going to tell you the time during opening bell. And so, but FX Book does give you the different ones based on the ATR, based on the 1 minute, based on the minutes, right? So I'm going to use the hourly to look up USD JPY, and I'm going to use that for my range. So it says it goes about 0.40, so 40 pips, right? So if that's the average that it goes in an hour, I'm sorry, I said an hour, I meant 15 minutes. I'm sorry. I want to use the 15-minute to see where my USD JPY just was there. There it is. So it goes about 30 pips, 20.299, 30 pips in 15 minutes, right? Because at the end of the day, if I have to wait 15 minutes, I'm good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a third of that and make that my highest pippage, right? So on the daily bread, what I mean is my third order, I'm going to change first, let's change this all to pips, right? I want my take profit to be about a third of that, which would be 30 would be about 10, right? So make that 10. And then I'm going to I actually can keep it the same. I'm going to keep it the same at 12, but I'm just going to change everything to pips because it's pretty much the same. That's what I'm looking at now, right? And if 10, oh, I'm at 5. And if 10 is, I also want to enter at 10 pips once, the same way, because that's a third of the average. It goes 30 pips in 15 minutes. So I want to take a third of that as well and look at that as that's where I want to enter. So these are just my calculations and how I would look at, a new pair that I've never traded. I would go on, make those calculations. I would do that first one based on the third and then adjust as I went along to figure out what is the best way to go, what is the best number to use. At that point, I would go in here. I'm going to pull up USD JPY. And remember, because I'm using a micro account, I'm going to go with the pro value, right? I don't need to put anything there. You can do just as Howard did yesterday and choose buy or sell based off of what the market is doing. So we can see right now the market looks like it's selling pretty much, selling quite well. Looks like it's selling. And so you could just go in and say, I only want to look at sales, right? So you could click this off and only go for sales, but that's not how I trade. So I'm going to put them both on. I'm going to put on my trailing stop loss, and I'm going to do close opposing orders on take profit so that I have that hedge built in, right? So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to dynamic because I don't know what lot size to trade on this. So I'm going to tell it to base it off of my highest pippage, which is my highest take profit, which is this one. And I have a $5,000 account. So I want to make 10%. So I'm going to say I want to make 10% of my balance. That's what I want my reward to be. So it's saying that I need to do 15. Now, remember, this is 3 orders. So I'm going to divide this by 3. but you know, at least three, but I would recommend four, but at least three. You want to divide it by three because you have three orders, right? It's only giving you the number for one order. So if I'm going to actually divide it by 4, 15 by 4, and it gives me about a 3.75. So now that I have that number, I'm going to go back in, change it to fixed, and I'm going to put in the 3.75. And I'm ready. I'm waiting to 628. It's about 620. I'm ready to go. I'm just going to verify everything's in pippage. All of my stuff is good. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. All of my stuff is good, and I'm ready to go. So anybody have any questions on that? Yes, you want to make sure that you place manual trades option. Yes, you definitely do. Yvonne.
Really quick, I don't have any questions, but as I'm playing around with this, I did the daily bread before I went to bed and I went to sleep, and it hit both my take profits on either side on US 30. So I
That's
woke
right.
up in profit and I'm like, yeah.
That's
I
right.
set it for some other assets as well. They didn't get triggered, but I went ahead
Okay.
and closed those out and I'm
Uh-huh.
resetting today. So,
Yeah, and that's how you figure out your settings. Again, I just gave you my method. But
right.
you just it's a trial and error thing, and that's what you wanna do. And that's why you have to pick the pairs that you're gonna trade. Like if you pick those pairs, you test those out, and then you got your set numbers, you're good to go. Boom.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I use it for daily bread, but like I said, it you can use it whenever you want. It is not set for just this time.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Thanks.
It's just a part of my schedule. Yeah, I got 10 jobs, so um it's not loading. So refresh. What I want you to do is go in and refresh your, you got to give it a few minutes, but refresh because it's pulling all the data from one server to another server. So refresh, let it load for a little bit, and then refresh your page, and then it should click on. So I don't want to reset all of the stuff I put in. That's the only reason I'm not showing you where to go, what to do. But
No problem. I'll try to reset it.
this- so if you just after while it's loading, it'll be circling. Just click your refresh, and it should come back. It'll start back up again. Then it'll usually pop up. But let me look, and I'll just check to make sure that there's
Yeah, I logged out and I logged back in. It just goes straight to loading. It doesn't let me even go back to the
right.
MT4 accounts right now. But it's okay. I can wait till after the trade if that's best.
Yeah, just it's because, yeah, when you want to make sure you give it some time, because again, I don't like it's going from server to server, it's bouncing off of servers. So it's like coming from the MT4 server to the server that we use that has the daily bread that allows you to execute the trade. So you want to make sure that your accounts is loaded, give it some time. That's why I try to go in at 6 o'clock to be ready for 6:30. So you want to make sure that your accounts are all good to go before, give it some time before in case there's server malfunctions or whatever. What is that? So, but I'm going to check. I'm going to look at the, see if I can look at any code and see if there's anything there. see what I see on my end.
Thank you.
Especially when doing a new account, you don't want to wait till the morning of, especially because it is a new account and, you know, we don't know what hiccups might
Mm.
happen.
Okay.
So, yeah, let me just see. Where is the? All right. Because a lot of time it's just time. Because I notice like when we go through it, it'll be just that it needs time to get over there. So,
Okay.
this is you. Yeah. I got it. It's going, I gotta go through all the, cause it's everybody. So I'm looking at, somebody's doing like, the new trade, the trade manager trade. So I'm looking at, it's showing me like all the stuff. So just bear with me.
It's on my end, I think, because I just went into journal and it says my account number, authorization on PlexiTrade server failed, invalid. So
Okay. So you got to get then it's the account ID.
yeah. And now I think that's why the thing's just loading because it has nothing to connect to.
Yeah,
So
so what you're gonna have to do with that, and I'll do it afterwards because I'm gonna delete it on my end.
Mhm.
And then you can re-enter it. But you're gonna have to go in and clear your cache. And then you know how to clear your cache
Yeah.
on your browser? Okay, clear your cache. I'll delete it on my end, but then you need to go in and clear your cache.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Yeah, because you must have put in the wrong number
Yeah,
or something.
well, Chuck created it for me, and I remember
No.
the day of, like 2 days ago, he was like, "Oh, we're gonna have to use it another time." I thought it was just because he didn't have a chance to enter it in before we started trading, but it could be that something's wrong with the account.
What did you name it so I can find it easily?
I named it MT5 Daily Bread.
Yeah, it hasn't even gotten over here yet. So okay. Yeah, it didn't come into the database because it didn't connect. So
Mm.
I'll work with you on it afterwards because
No
it's like
problem.
6:26. So I'll work with you
Yeah.
afterwards. But yeah, I don't even see it in the database. So
Okay.
it's
Thank
like
you.
it's in a stuck mode. Try clearing your cache and seeing if it'll allow you clear your cache, log out, log back in, and see if it'll allow you to put it back in because it never got over here.
Okay.
It never got to my, yeah. All right. All right. So let me go back to. Okay, so we got a minute to wait, and then we're gonna click execute. Let me, oh shoot, I don't think I have GBP. What did I do? I forgot. Oh, J, oh, I do have it here. Okay.
You did UJ, by the way.
I'm sorry.
No, I said you said what you do. You did UJ.
I know you could tell I'm not used to doing currency pair.
That's it.
I'm not
That's
used to
it.
trading currency. Okay, it's 6:28. I'm not used to, I'm gonna click submit. I'm not used to trading currency pairs. That's not my thing. Oh, wrong chart. Come on. All right. Oh, wow. That looks like a big gap. So, but let's see how it works. That looks like a big gap to me. Let me see. Yeah. think I might have to change it a little bit. That looks like a big gap to me. I don't know if it's gonna go that far. Let me see. Think, where am I here? Try something. Mhm. Cool. Cancel all these really quickly. I just want to try it. Close all of these. Let me try to submit like this. Let's see if that's, ooh, that seems more appropriate. I don't know, we'll see. And that's what I mean by trial and error. It just seemed so far, maybe it wasn't, but it did for me. Because this is what it should look like. It should be close. It shouldn't be far. It should be a quick snatch and grab. It already closed one. It's coming close to open. I might need a little bit more space in between the two. And if I think these are gonna close, it's gonna activate these and I don't want to, I can always go in and close these. But I think it's gonna hit both and make both profit. Oh, somebody has an alarm. Let's see, I think it's gonna go and do both. It hit 6:30, by the way, you guys. Yeah, see that other one I had would have been way too high. Too big, too much space in between. And I left these because I believe I'm gonna get profit on both sides, just so you guys know. That's why I left them in and didn't close them out. I believe it's gonna go down, close all of these, and I believe it's gonna go back up. If not, if I didn't believe that, this is where it took those profits, that's where I would put in my hedge trade, you guys. That would be the situation where I would put in a hedge sell here. To match what I have left over, because I still have 3.75, 3.75, so that's what, 7.5. I still have 7.5 lots of this in a buy. So if I didn't believe it was going to go down and go back up, I would have put in a hedge and waited to see, okay, to protect. Remember I said stop the bleeding first. So, and if this goes any further down, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Stop the bleeding, but I believe it's gonna do both. Just based on the way that it moved when it was moving in the beginning. Okay, so this is hitting my area where I would start to put in a hedge. So I'm gonna show you what I would do. I will put my hedge in at, what did I say, 7.5. So because I'm in a buy, I will put my hedge in for a sell at 7.5. And I'm looking at it from I really wanted to go below this potential double bottom before I do that, but that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at, is it going to drop below this double bottom before I put it in? That's my weight. I didn't have it on the ready. Oh, I'm studying. Wasn't even watching you guys. Y'all didn't tell me I went into profit. Anyway, I'm studying trying to type in the hedge trade that I'm in the profit already. But which is what I thought it was gonna do. As you guys can see, it's 6:35. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trades that went into profit. It went both ways. That's the same way that the same way that you use that you do the indices. You can also do, just wanted to show you could do pairs as well. And I didn't look at the margin, but I know my margin was very, I still had plenty of margin. I could have went in with bigger lot sizes and made more money, but what was that? Let's add this up. 10.58 plus 13.23 plus 34.39 plus 34.39. 51 plus 29.09. Well, what the heck was I doing? You know what? I need. All right, so $150 on a pair, on currency pairs, in less than 5 minutes. That was it. Anybody have any questions, thoughts, concerns?
Mine didn't trigger. I don't know
Yeah,
why. It
I was
didn't
gonna say
trigger
the same
yesterday
thing.
either. It didn't do it either day.
So your lot size, the only thing that I could think of is, because remember, I'm trading my account. I don't know
I only
what
used
your
1%. I only used 1. Is that too high? But
I don't
it's
know. I don't
500.
know what your account size is. It's
Gotcha.
not based
I
off of
got you.
it's all together. So what's your account size? Remember, I talked about this yesterday. What's your account size? What's your leverage amount? And what type of account? All will make are all variables that you have to look at. So you can, I don't have a problem. We can put your account on the screen if you don't mind, and I can show, the same way I did with Yvonne, and we can look and see, and then do a trial trade. So
that was it. I went too big. That's all. That's all it was.
So just when it doesn't activate, just try it again. Especially if
I
it's
did it like 4 times, and then but it was too big. All of them was too big.
not for the same amount. I'm saying do it again. If you know that that's the reason, do it again with a lower amount. So
Yeah.
like if you did, don't do like, remember when I went in, I went in and I got my number. So I did use the dynamic lot sizing, so I wouldn't have to do all the calculations. So I
Right.
did the dynamic lot sizing to figure out, okay, so I went if you did, 1% of my balance, right? So now it's going to take into account your balance on this account. If you don't, and then I said, that's what I want my reward to be, right? I want 1% of my balance. I did it off of this highest, pippage, right? This highest reward. But you have to know, remember that I said that this is 3 trades. So whatever
Right.
number you get, if I got 6.47, I need to at least divide that by 3, possibly 4, right? But even still, it's accounting for my balance and what I'm trading, but you need to account for the fact that it's only looking at 1 pair, 1 trade, but you're actually putting in 3. So you need to divide that by 3, possibly, I recommend 4 to make sure that you're at the right level. And again, you can, like I said, even if you do this before it's time and just cancel the order. So like, for instance, at 5 o'clock in the morning, you get up, you go in and, or whenever you go in and you try to figure out like, okay, I want $500 off of this account. I want to make $500. It's saying that I need a 59.1 lot size. Well, we know that might be too big. But that 59.1, you still have to divide that by 4 well, 3, possibly 4. So that's saying I need a 14.75. So if I change this to fixed and I go in and put 14.75 and I'm gonna push submit, right? And I'm gonna go
At
here.
least I never did see that lot size until today. I never saw that. I never saw it on the
Wow.
screen until
What do you
today.
mean?
It
You
said
never
lot
saw
size over there clearly, but I didn't see it. I was just putting numbers in there.
Oh my
I was
goodness.
just putting one.
Okay. Well, I don't know, but okay. So, and here, okay, now let me show you what this did. Oh my gosh, that's kind of cool. So remember, they only allow us to trade 5 lots at a time, remember, because I have a micro account. So because I did a 14.75, it gave me I was like, how did I get all these trades? It gave me all of these, it gave me 3 trades for each buy stop. So I got 12 trades in there, right? Because, and I already hit profit. It already hit profit. I'm going to close these all out. These are the other side. While I was talking to you, I hit profit, but I hit profit on all of these trades right now. That quick. And that's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be you're not trying to make your take profit so big that you have to wait a long time for it to hit. You want to make the key to it is you want to put more risk in the lot size. So you want to have a bigger lot size that still complies with your margin, and you want to have a short distance. That's the point of it. And so you snatching, it's like I'm snatching this money out really quickly and I'm done for the day. So did everybody see? This went so fast, I didn't even get to see it, but can everybody see that I made whatever all of these trades add up to be? I'm not going to add them up, but 40, 80, probably like $300-400 while I was still talking to Joy. I couldn't even pay attention. So what it did is it broke down because I put in 14.75 in the micro account, you can only do 5 lot size, a lot size of 5. That's the max. So it did a 5, a 5, and a 4.75 for each of the orders. So that's why I have 12 trades, 12 sales in here, by the way. But everybody got that.
I didn't, so I have to rewatch because
Yes,
I was
ma'am.
distracted.
Okay.
Because let me tell you what I tried. I tried Bitcoin. It popped me in and out and so fast, in and out with a
Oh
profit. I'm
yeah,
like, okay,
Bitcoin
let's
done.
get it.
Bitcoin, crypto, yeah. And you know, I'm about to do some practicing because I just found out I didn't know that Bitcoin is one of the pairs that you can trade, the assets you can trade in Apex.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Bitcoin and Ethereum, but I'm just gonna do Bitcoin. I might try both of them, but Bitcoin and Ethereum, and yeah, it works. Yeah, Daily Bread works really good with Bitcoin because of, again, anything with high volatility. But your settings have to be, you don't want settings with long TPs. You want to do that's not the point of it. It's you want short TPs and higher lot sizes. Because remember, you have your hedge to protect you. So don't worry, you're not as concerned about the risk of the lot size because you have your hedge. Okay.
I'm not worried.
Well, if nobody else has any questions, I mean, this is the quickest, easiest trade ever for me. Like, I just get on here to do it. And yeah, if you guys got it, go practice it. Practice it right now when it's still volatile right now. This is the time for you to go out there and practice it. Try different lot sizes, try different, assets. This is the time to experiment with it. In a demo account, by the way.
They're meeting there with Secret Service to discuss the situation that happened in Buffalo, Pennsylvania.
Is everybody good? Joy, you sure you don't need me to work with you? You got it?
No, I'm good. I really
Okay.
am. I really.
Okay, all right, I
You know
just wanna
what?
make sure.
I didn't really know what, you know what? I started watching the video this morning, so I really don't know how this works. But, but
That's okay.
I saw, watched part of it before we came on, so.
Okay, all right, you'll get it, you'll get it.
But I never knew what the entry and the take profit, I really didn't even see that until today.
No problem, I understand. I understand. All right, Yvonne, do you need me to help you with your account or did it come back on?
So once I cleared the cache, thankfully it stopped doing the loading. So I was able to get back. It didn't register the MT5, which is okay. But the MT4 was able to pop up, so I was able to jump into some US tech trades on my demo account, and it went well.
Okay, so let me just check it again. And it's named the same, you named it the same thing. Did you put it in the second time?
I haven't, because I have a feeling the error is on my side.
Okay, so you just let me know. Yeah, let me know if you don't, if whenever you load it and you know that the account is right. Like I would just try it. Like, I don't know if you have MT4 on your phone or something, but try and see if the password goes through on your phone. And then that way you know that it's right. And then try it on your computer.
That makes sense. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Yep. So if you do that, then that way you won't get caught up, because you'll have to keep clearing your cache every time, because it's not going to hit our server if it's not the right password, because it won't give it permission.
Makes sense. Thank you.
No problem.
I have a question. Did you have your set at 10 pips? Because I'm on a $50,000 demo account and I just did 2 lots. So I knew it should open. So it wasn't open and I was like, why wasn't it open? Because it said order placed. Actually, I did it twice because it didn't do it the first time, it lagged. And so anyways, so I was gonna say, I was wondering why it didn't open, but now I see it did way away from. So I'm like, why did it? We must have had.
Okay, so I changed mine to 1 point. So remember, I don't know, maybe you didn't catch that. Let me show you guys. Remember I had, at first I went on and I said, oh, that looks kind of far. So I don't know if you heard that, but I had went in when I first did it. And if you review the video, you'll see it. But I went in where is my thing? Where's the check? When I went in the first time, I had 10 and 12, but then if you see, I went and put a decimal point in between, because the first time I went in and I showed, like when I had it at 10 and 12, it looked far away. I'm like, oh yeah, that looks too far away. So I said, let me try something. So I came back in and I put a decimal point in there. And when I put the decimal point in there, it was like, that was like the perfect setting. So that's what I mean when I say you guys are gonna have to do the trial and error. Like, you just need to try it before you really want to do it. You know what I mean? Before you really, that time that you really want to do it, you want to try your settings, because again, that's why I went through the whole process with ways that you can find out what your numbers should be, because I don't trade every asset. I don't trade every asset. And the only way to know what is a good setting is to back test it. That's the only way to know.
I must have, I did miss that part. But I'm just in my head, I'm like, 1 pip, that would seem like that would be but it worked, but especially on USD Jack, because I know that moves a lot of pips in very shortly.
But the reason but you got to understand that 1 pip is really in UJ 10 pips.
Oh,
because of the decimal placement. So remember with you, so that's teaching more teaching, UJ currency pairs, they have their pip placement is different.
Yeah.
Okay, then for what this is, remember I told you this is set up for indices, so the pip placement is different.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Because I'm like, okay, because I know it's different. It's 2 decimal or 3 if you're including pip back, but okay, that's good to know. Okay, that makes sense. Because I was like, it should have. My lot size wasn't too big for my,
It wasn't. It probably wasn't the lot size. It just was that it was so far away. It never activated.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what I looked. I was like, oh yeah, that's when I switched on the screen. I was like, oh yeah, that looks too far away. So when I added the decimal point, it was perfect.
Okay.
Yeah. It
Now I
activated.
know.
Yep.
Thank you.
No problem. And that's, again, you guys are gonna have to do the trial and error with it, play with it, especially for stuff I can't trade every asset. I'm not gonna be a pro at every asset. I can, I'm an indices kind of girl. I've always loved indices, but I'm learning that because my whole thing was, you can't make no money on pairs, but you can. You just have to have nobody's gonna tell you to put a 14, 15 lot size, but for the way I trade, that's what you would have to do. You would have to have a higher lot size with currency pairs to make the same type of money that I make. And it's the same. It's actually, to be honest with you, it's actually better because you don't put as much money at risk as you do with indices. So it's actually better. But again, you have to unlearn some things. So I have to unlearn the fact that I think indices is the best thing since sliced bread. So I have to unlearn that. So yeah, so that's what I'm trying to do. That's why I forced myself to do a currency pair today to prove to myself that yes, you can. And I was trying to find out what my margin was. As a matter of fact, let me do it again because I want to see what the margin is on it. So when it activates, I want to see what my margin turns into. So you see, okay, what? My margin, look at that. I have 5,782 of free margin. I would never have that in an indice. Never. And look at that. Done. I'm gonna close those orders down there, but done. Look at that. Done. And
Yeah, them decimals made a difference. They really, really did.
Yeah, done. That's what I'm saying. Like you could literally do this every time. Like, and I'm just gonna give you like a little tidbit. You could literally do this every time you got an indication on this chart. You can go in and do the daily bread. That's another strategy for you guys to test out. Every time you got an indication that this was going, like you got this direction change, I'm not even saying getting a signal. I'm not saying these. I'm literally saying whenever you get a direction change dot, because you're only going a short amount of pippage. Literally, every time you get this direction change dot, it closes. You can do that daily bread. Because look, every time you get the direction change, when does it doesn't drop below. Quick scout, just a little quick strategy, quick scout, just so you guys know. So it's so much again that you could do, but you just have to figure out your trading plan, your strategies. The tool is here. I'm giving you guys all the tools to do it, but you guys have to decide based on, because I'm not pushing the button for you, so I can't tell you all the ways. You have to do what works best for you. So you know what? I'm just giving you some, some little, tips and tricks. Look, you're coming out of a support area. You just got this symbol. It broke through. All of your stuff is lined up. Prices above this. You have the clouds that's in your favor. Get in and into a quick daily bread. You don't have to manage it. It manages it for you. Get in a quick daily bread, make that money and be done. Because it's going to hit TP. You don't have to even click out of it. So it's so many different ways that you can use the tools that I've provided you guys with. But again, it's going to take, some effort on your part to play with it a little bit. So any questions? Because without
Just one more quick
How would-
update. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Yes,
Just one more quick update. So
No problem.
today I opened 4 browsers and I was able to take 4 trades. So 4
I can't,
browsers.
I hear news from somebody. I don't know.
Oh, that's me. That's me. That's me.
So that's all. I just wanted to report. that
Okay, I
today
didn't hear you.
1 device, 4 browsers open, and all 4 trades were entered or opened successfully.
They all open. How did you do? Did you profit on all of them?
Let me see. I know some of them haven't triggered. The point is it went into my MT4 and 2 of them did trigger, yes, and hit profit.
Okay, and then the other ones haven't yet. So you're still working on getting your settings.
Mhm.
Yep. Perfect. But you're glad that you could do all 4 of them. That was your goal, right? Okay,
Yes, all
all right.
4 and the trades open. I didn't get an error or anything like that. So, yep.
Oh, good. Okay, so you're good to go. Love it. Love it. Thank you. Thank you for that. So yeah, again, look, I mean, I do one. She's got 4. So everybody's trading plan is going to be different. And so that's what I mean. Customize it for you. Use it for what it's, use it. I mean, man, just because imagine if you had to literally physically manually click out of 4 different trades, it could get chaotic. You have a tool that'll do it for you. You put it in, bam, you're done. So can I ask you, Nina, did you set them all did you set them up beforehand, set all the settings beforehand, and then at whatever time, just click the buttons?
I did, yes. And in
Okay.
all honesty, I had to take my kiddo to school, so it was like about 20 minutes 20 minutes after the hour, not 28. So I did
Okay.
put those in early, but yeah, I hit them all before
That's
I left 'cause I didn't want to miss the 8:28 or it's 8:28 my time.
okay. But see,
So yeah.
that's good. That's the time I said. You can put whatever, again, it's not set to a time. It's just you want to pick up on the volatility of the market. So whenever that is, but that's awesome. Love it. All righty, guys. If there's nothing else, I'm gonna get out of here a little bit early, few minutes.
Denise, quick question. How would you set an alert for those notifications, the KCX trading strategy notification?
So for any of the notifications, it's the same way you do with any indicator on here. So with the indicator on your chart, you can either click on any of the indicator, like you can click on the little dot and add alert on KCX Quantum FX Pro, or you can go to the alert. The little clock is the alerts on the side. And then you can click the plus button and you can add an alert, and you want to go down to the condition and say KXC Quantum FX Pro. And then you see you have a whole list. Everything on that chart, every tool on that menu, shall I say, has an alert function attached to it.
Yeah, I
So,
think maybe
so
because my account is free, I'm not getting that drop down because I remember watching your video that showed the drop down. And right now, when I right click, it's grayed out. And then when I go to the alert, clock with the plus sign, I can't change the term, I can't change the condition,
okay, I'm not sure. I
right?
I'm I
I
don't
can
remember.
I can check on
Yeah,
the data count that we
check.
have to see.
Could you? Yeah, check. I don't know if that's I didn't think that the alert function had anything to do with that, but maybe it may. I don't know. I'm looking to see.
Grayed out on mine when I go to the actual.
Okay, so if it's maybe that may be it. I don't know. Is anybody else in a free account that can check and see if the alerts don't work on their account? I don't have a child account, so. But yeah, but that's how you would do it. It's you would go there and say you want it, on the trend cloud when it's bullish.
Mhm.
You set it up like that. And then you would say,
Okay.
do I want it only once? That means it's going to tell you only once. Do you want once per bar? Once per bar close? I only want to know. So what I will say is you want to know when bar closes, because you want to know once the bar is a candlestick, just so you know.
Mhm.
The bar is a candlestick. So you want to know, do you want, they give you all of these options, and then you go to the notification tab and it tells you how how do you want to be notified? Do you want a text message to your phone? Do you want an email? Do you want a sound? You do that. So that's how you do. And it has to be on the time. Make sure when you do, it's on the time frame that you want the alert based off of. Is it based off, because it's going to give you the alert based off of when that thing happens on whatever time frame you're looking at. So if it's the hour versus it has to be on whatever time frame that you want the alert based off of.
Okay.
Mhm.
Thank you.
No problem. And right now, I don't believe that. So I don't, because these, I know I told you guys about the setting with these, you could do the red and green Christmas lights as Nina calls them. But you can, there's not an alert set for that because that's not in the menu. But I'll look at the code and see if I could put an alert for those, but those are not There are not, oops, wrong one. There are not alerts for those. I don't think I did. I know I looked at that before. Yeah, there's not alerts for those because they're not on the, yeah, they're not on the chart. Price action chart. Nope, yep. Just the things that are on the menu are on there.
Okay.
So yeah, I just wanted to make sure. Yeah. Nope, not. Yep. I thought I did change it, but I don't know. Ooh, that's a nice little drop. Okay. So, alrighty, everybody good?
I have a question. This is Erica. How are you?
Hi, Erica. How are you? I'm good.
I'm well. Okay. I was listening to you. I used to trade a long time ago with Forex. It's been years, but I remember when you started saying the candle and the bull, that kind of like jogged my memory a little bit. So I kind of got excited. But
Okay.
anyway, anyways, I was trying to get into to do a demo account and then do the 30-day challenge. And
Mhm.
I was on the hub trying to go through, like navigate through to see where I was, and I got like the hub, it like went blank on me. Like I don't see anything anymore. I can't even find it anymore. I don't know what I did.
Okay. So you just go to kxchub.com. You went there and signed
Okay, give me
in.
1 second. Let me go back. KXC.com, you said?
No, no.
Dot hub.
KXC,
Okay.
kxchub.com.
Okay, there it is. Okay, it pulled up. Okay.
You got it?
Okay, it says no communities found. Hold on.
Okay.
I don't. Okay. Let me type it in. KXC hub.
hub.com.
Okay. All right, let's do this one.
Bye, Shadia. Have a wonderful day.
I don't know what I did. It's showing, but it's not. It's just a white screen.
Do you have
I'm
this?
on my phone. I'm listening.
Do you have that button that I just went to that said these buttons? Can you see
It's
my
nothing
screen?
showing. It's just a white page, like completely white. It has no options or anything on it. It just has at the top. It has like the
Okay, can you I'm gonna share your screen really. Do you know how to share your screen?
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Give me
You know
just a
my
second.
okay.
Excuse me. Share. Okay. You cannot share screen while other participants are sharing.
Okay.
It's saying that I can't share while other
Try it
people
again.
are
Try it
sharing.
again. It's because
Okay.
I was sharing. I'm sorry.
Okay. Share screen. Okay. Share now.
Okay.
All right. Let's go to-
Did you push this little thing right here? So you're on your phone. Okay.
Mhm.
So do you see this little click this where the 6 is
Mhm.
really quickly? Okay. I want you to click out of that. Click out of that.
Okay. Go
And
out of
then I want
this. Hold
no,
on.
not that one. The one that says Client Club.
Okay, click
Click,
out of this. Okay. Fine. Exit.
click
You want me to exit?
exit that. And then create a
Okay.
new tab and go back. Exit first.
Okay. All right.
And now click a plus for a new tab. And
Mhm.
then go back to kxchub.com.
Okay. All right.
Click on these 3 dots right here. I want to say that before I delete your history, I want to go to this, click out of that, and go to
Okay.
this little side arrow over here. I don't know what.
Okay. Right here. Okay.
Oh, that's your sharing. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
Go No, go, click out of those are your messages. Okay. Click to this, you see where this little home,
The house.
the house, yeah, click the house for me. I don't,
Okay.
no, that just took you back there. Yeah, that's
Um,
really weird.
yeah.
Yeah, that's really weird. I'm not sure, and I don't know how to really work it. I've never, I haven't been on it on the phone, so let me just,
Okay.
I'm gonna try and log on my phone just to make sure it's
Okay.
it could be them. It could be the
Okay.
website. I've never logged in this way, so yeah, no, it shows up for me. So I want to try one more thing. Delete your browsing data.
Okay. So go to
Click the
history.
garbage.
Oh, right.
Um,
Oh, okay. I see it. Okay.
all right, go ahead and delete the data. All right. And then try to go in again. KXC Hub. Well,
What just happened?
it seemed like you just clicked in and clicked out again.
No, I didn't touch anything.
I know
Okay,
you didn't, but that's what it looked. Okay, so this is the thing that I see. It's saying that it's deleting your browsing data, but it's still here. It shouldn't. So once, yeah. So try and go back up there and click out of this. Go back, go back, click, and then go to the three dots,
Mhm.
and then go to history. Or oh, you know what? I'm sorry. Yeah, see they're still there. Delete, it's not deleting the browsing data. Delete your browsing data because you see how you see all of those there.
Uh-huh.
Delete that.
So
Now,
do I need to uncheck the history? Or
no, keep that,
okay,
keep
so
that,
does it okay, keep it
delete.
checked.
Yeah,
Okay, so does it delete at the bottom?
yes,
Okay.
because we did it for the last hour. So it's telling you, do you want to clear from these? If you want to keep these other two, the I believe, you can uncheck those, the I believe in
Okay.
Penguin, but keep the KXC Hub because we do want to delete that
Okay.
data.
Okay.
Now delete it.
Delete. Okay.
So now you should have to, that should clear it and you should have to log back in again. And then that should bring you back.
Okay.
Okay. So click out of this. And now type in KXC. Right? Go to the one that says Client Club right there. That's fine.
Okay.
That is so weird. It's still not loading it for you.
That is
And
crazy. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a weird, I don't know what happened.
I have no idea. I am confused. Okay,
So
I'm
yeah,
going to try to do see if I can get on the
do one
internet.
more.
I
I'm
got
gonna try one more thing. Do
okay.
incognito.
Okay.
So do it and click these three
Okay.
buttons
Uh-huh.
and do a
Do the
new
okay.
incognito tab and see if it loads you from there.
Okay.
Did it give you a tab? It should give you a tab. It didn't even give you a tab.
That
Yeah. So
okay.
it may be you. I'm telling you what you
Is it the
probably gonna
login? I see the login. Is that
do you? I
you
don't
see
see
that? I
anything.
see a log.
It's a black
Okay.
screen for me.
Okay,
So
so
I don't.
I see okay, let's see if I can
Oh,
let's see
because
if I
it's
can do it.
incognito. Maybe that's why. Duh.
Yeah.
So I don't see
Oh,
anything.
okay, you can see it. Okay. Oh goodness, I
Okay.
don't even remember.
No, don't worry about that. No, what I want you to do
Okay.
is turn your phone off and turn it back on and try it. I don't know if
Okay.
you're connected to Zoom by your phone or not, but just do that. If you don't get through, send a text from send it. I don't know if you send a text to the site to it's with, you would have gotten like did you sign up through the site? I mean, did you sign up and have you been getting like emails and text messages?
I haven't gotten any text messages, but let's see.
You have gotten the emails?
Yeah,
Because I'm trying to see if you, if,
I'm trying to
because you can,
see.
if you've gotten a text message, you can text that number back. I'm gonna
Okay.
stop sharing the screen so all your business is not
Okay.
on.
Oh, it ain't nothing in there, I promise you.
I know, but
But
still,
right, I understand. Okay, so on the in the email, what email would it
I'm
come from
saying
so I can search?
it would come
Oh,
from, shoot, from the KX, something that ends in the
okay.
KXC.com. So then that way I can let me know, did it work? And then, we could set up a time, I could try, but it's a phone issue. It's not really, it's not our server. It's not our system. I just don't
Okay.
know how to do it from a phone. I know if you go to a
Uh-huh.
laptop or a computer, you'll be able to log in.
Mhm.
It's something that you did with your
Okay.
phone. I don't know. I'm not real good
Okay.
with phones.
So okay, I'll do that. I'll get my laptop and I'll have to go um and get on the internet somewhere and then I'll do it from there.
No
And
problem.
I'll try it. Okay.
And then let me know, just send me an email on what, an email or
Mhm.
text it and let me know how it went, and then we'll go from there.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much.
No problem, Erica.
All right.
All righty, guys. Well, I'm gonna call it a day till, what's today? Wednesday. Wednesday is advanced class. If you guys want to get on the advanced class, we can go through some more things. I really want to talk to you guys today. Today, I'm going to talk about actually trading and trading view, using the Apex account, but with the possibility of, I'm going to show you guys how you can put in your stop loss, take profit, all of that through Trading View. And it's more synonymous with what you may be accustomed to as far as position trading. So it's as close as you're going to get to position trading with Apex, but you're doing it through Trading View. So that's what I'm going to walk through today in the class. So for those that want to join, you're welcome. If not, if you can't make it, I understand. It will be in the recordings. All right. So you guys have a great day. I'll talk to you guys later. Be blessed. All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Um